Hey everybody, how are you? It's about 2:15 in the morning, and I'm just waiting to go to bed. And if you're wondering, well, why don't you go to bed now? Well, the answer is because I don't go to bed till about 3 or 4. And if you're asking at that point, well, what are you going to do until then? The answer is nothing. We just wait till the time we go to bed. Does that make a tremendous amount of sense? No, but rules are rules. So here we are, just waiting until the time we usually go to bed. Now, I could go to bed now and reset the entire operating system of my day, but I just don't want to do that. So I'm just, like everyone else is, waiting until their bedtime. I don't know why we do it. It's just not time. I'm not leaving you. I'm just getting a glass of water. Relax. Don't know the last time I put water in a glass. Maybe it was like a deposition or something. Might be the only time I ever poured water in a glass. But I'm full of surprises tonight. Cheers. They put you in a hotel room and they make you wait. And I have a pretty good rate of success in a hotel room. And then sometimes you just look around, it's 2:15, you're nowhere near tired, and you got nothing to do. So you look at some water and you see how much battery power is left on your phone, and you go, that's about a live's worth. What's going on? Let's pretend that we're both waiting at a dermatologist. Are you having something removed? Or just looked at? You know, I could take a look first. I've seen a thing or two. Dr. Pimple Popper, I've heard about her. I think I've said that. That's pretty wild. That's pretty wild. Hey, it's some nice assy art there. What's up, Nate Moonlife? What's up, Mrs. __? I think that's 3 underscores. Hard to measure an underscore without a Coke can around. How's everybody? Long day, wasn't it? What are we doing tonight, my dude? We're just waiting to go to bed. We're out of stuff to do. Not time to go to sleep. Yeah, West Coast is still going strong at 11:18. I have cut my hair, Mo. Thank you for... Wow, is there something happening to the... Is something happening to the distortion on the lens? Is my chin getting super long down here? Oh, my hair. Back to my hair. Got it cut a little short, but that is so that when I go on the road and I'm not in cities where I can get my hair cut with someone that I'm familiar with, it has room to grow in. It's a little short for a minute, but it'll make sense in Mountain View, California. It's like it's a cut that sort of looks to the future. It's a cut with the future in mind. Thank you. Any advice for someone in a creative rut? Just wait. Just wait. A lot of times people want to create because they want to have something new. And that's never been enough of a reason to create something. You've got to create from a closer place to you than just would like to have something new. I've said that before, probably repeating myself, but never really successfully come up with a song just because I really needed one. Yes, I did. Cleaned it around the ears. So that's my take on creativity. Also, if you have different like modes of creativity going, then if you're slow on one, you have some others that you can sort of offset with. So if I don't get the music thing going for a minute, I'll pick something else to be creative in. So surround yourself with a bunch of creative endeavors, and usually you will never be left without at least one that you'll be interested in. That's right. Pick up a different stick so you don't get stuck. Feels about X. What I like to do is think through my statement on things so that anybody who wants to address the statement can just refer back to the original statement. I like to future-proof my statements. So I would refer you to the Instagram story posted a few hours ago. That's the benefit of getting your thoughts right the first time, is that you go, yeah, just read it again. Just read it again. Yeah, you know what I think look, I don't get angry. I get frustrated. I can get confused. I tend to intellectualize things. I tend to like observe and try to figure out why something is the way that it is. Not necessarily how to get rid of it, how to eradicate it. I'm very curious as to how things become the way that they are. And one of the things that's really interesting, sorry for not looking at the comments for a minute, going up to my thinking place, going up to the mezzanine, thinking mezzanine. One of the things that I find really interesting, and nobody's fault, is that social media, I know, to begin a sentence with social media, you're like, oh God, here comes the think piece. But there are no divisions of age or experience. And I don't say that to put anybody down who is of lesser age or experience. But it is a giant auditorium filled with people of varying age and experience. And I don't know of a time, other than a dinner table or a family gathering, where you were engaging so much with people that had such a glaringly different set of experiences or of a different age. So before social media, you would age out of being around people who were 18 when you turned, 25. And you'd age out of being around 25-year-olds when you were 35. And you'd age out of being around 35-year-olds when you were 50, unless you went to work, And now what's really interesting is that everybody has to coexist. And you take a situation like somebody being murdered. Well, when you're older and you have experience, you can grasp the nuances. When you're younger and you are inexperienced, and again, I don't say that in a derogatory way, you don't quite yet grab the possibilities in life that two separate truths can coexist. That happens a little bit later. And that's okay, right? That's okay. People, you will learn that. You do get that. You do get that because it happens to you. Something in your life happens to you that is nuanced, that doesn't add up to 100, that comes up short, but somehow you can find a way for, like I said, two truths to coexist. And so what's interesting about the whole thing is that someone who is 40 and experienced and to a certain extent worldly and has taken some psychological trips through the world, it makes a lot of sense to me what I wrote. And it makes a lot of sense to other people too. And then to other people with a varying degree of age and experience, they don't get it yet. And what we need to understand is that is not a catalyst for an argument. That shouldn't be a catalyst for an argument. You've got to make a statement, which you have every right to do, and not go into the DMs and create chaos, because you don't know the people who are responding. And it's safe to say that people's ability to empathize is completely relative to their experience. So here's a 40-year-old writing, and anybody from the age of 9, up to the age... I had a phone call, but I'm wondering if I should take it. Hold on, let me see. Well, I had a thing going, and now I can't see if the... doesn't appear to be working. It seems as if a phone call has messed up my camera. Maybe I'll get off and go back on again.